Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another beer review with me, Ruku. Today's beer review is this. We have the Vleteren Blond. Now, this is from Belgium. This is 8%. Now, not to confuse this with Vleteren, not the same. We discussed that in the last video. And this company, Vleteren, being from Belgium, shares a very similar name to Vleteren, but it's not the same. This is an 8% beer. It's high fermented bottled ale, and it's conditioned, and it's unfiltered and unpasteurised, which basically means, ladies and gentlemen, this is a natural beer. They don't get rid of the sediment. It's got all the good stuff in it, shall we say. How a beer should be, really. This contains water, barley malt, bastard sugar, hops, yeast, and spices. I've left a little bit here in the bottle because it does contain sediment, and around the bottom here there's a thin layer of sediment. Cap is just white with a date on it, and I'll show you the picture again. It's a person standing on a barrel. There you go. I went ahead and poured it. So this is what it looks like, and this, I believe, actually, should I say, it's supposed to be kept at a certain temperature, so I've done my best to try and stick to that. Between 5 and 7 degrees, which I've tried to do. Lovely colour on it, small minimal head. I don't know what colour that is. Dark golden. Looks like a wheat beer appearance. Cloudy, you know. Right, let's crack on with some aromas. I'm not really getting anything on the nose at all. Couldn't tell you what that was. I don't think there's much aroma going on, so we'll skip straight to the taste. So cheers, everyone. That's interesting. So before I go on, I forgot to mention, sorry, that the reason why I've kept the sediment in here is because I'm going to pour it back in, and we're going to see if it changes profile, taste, etc. But as it stands, as an unusual tasting beer, I can't put my finger on what that is. There's quite a few things happening. All I know is it's quite boozy. There's a strong alcohol here. It's right for the chest as well. It doesn't hang about, just right for the chest. Bosh. Fruity notes to it. If I were to liking that, what would it be? Probably like a peach, stone fruit. You know, peaches. Maybe a little bit of pear as well. Peach and a tiny bit of pear. Then the spices are there, but I couldn't tell you what they are. There is so much going on. The spices aren't a hot spice, they're like a chili, they're not like a pepper. I couldn't liken it to an allspice or a coriander. That doesn't seem to be the right way about this. This is a blend of gentle herbs and spices, I would say. It's more herby than spicy. The fruits as well. It's a soft fruit, that soft stone fruit. Then the spices, as I said, the spices are gentle. They are herby. I would say more herby than spices, as I mentioned before, which has thrown me. There's a good amount of character to this beer, but I just can't pinpoint anything. I couldn't tell you what was in it. It's so well done. It's just a blend of mixtured flavours. The alcohol hit dies down the more you drink, so I'm drinking more. I don't get it straight away in the chest anymore. It's not that punch that I once got. Is the alcohol warming? No, it's not. It's not really a warming alcohol. It doesn't really burn. It doesn't really do a lot. I would actually say there's a bit of yeastiness to that. A little bit of yeastiness. I don't know if that comes from the spices, the herbs, I don't know. But I mean, that's a very, very mysterious beer to say the least. I can't put my finger on what really is in that. But here we go, we're going to add the sediment. We're adding the sediment. You kind of get the cap back off. Hell. Right. Gentle little nudge. Well, the bottle opener does the job. Just swirl it around. Right, so this has got the natural sediment in it, so this may change colour, it may change the taste completely. You can see the sediment comes out, it's cloudy. Look at the colour change right away, look at that, look at that. It's gone from a dark, bright orange kind of to a dirty, look at that, dirty colour. Put it over there in that light, it's probably better, it's a dirty colour. Still cloudy, but it's a different shade of orange. So let's crack straight on with the taste. The flavour does change again. See, I prefer that version because there's no alcohol hit. You don't get the slug to the chest like you did before. The fruits, the stoned fruits, I would say, are still there, but they're almost toned down with an added bit of I want to say sugar, but I don't know. No, it's almost like the stone fruits are there, you get a little bit of wheat there, the spices come out a little bit more. The spices now I'm detecting, I would say, is probably a coriander. Zestiness about it, definitely a zestiness about it. Coriander, I would probably go to say black pepper, possible clove, somewhere around that region. It's very hard to decipher what, but the spices change the profile. They're a bit more on their own now. They've just started to come out. If I burp, a sign of good beer. I do get a tiny bit of wood as well to this. It's almost like I detect that sort of cellar woody flavour. We got a fruit fly. See that? He just went on camera. He's hanging about. He's around there. Look at that. He's around the back of the bottle now. Here he comes. Here he comes. See him? There he goes. Look, he's up there. Look, see him? What a dickhead. Try to trap him in the bottle. Again, the fruitiness is there. Yeah, I prefer it cloudy and with the sediment. Tones it all down, adds more flavour. I would say that's a bloody good beer. I would give that an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, good beer. Weird how it changes profile when you add the sediment, but hey, this is what I love about certain beers. You can do this to certain beers. You can get away with it. Wheat beers, you know, natural beers. Cracking stuff. Right, I'm going to go and enjoy this, and hopefully that fruit fly doesn't bother me. No, it spoke too soon. There he goes. There he goes. Right. What do you want from me? He's all over the place. Look at him. Mate, he just follows the beer. See him? Off he goes. Look, there he goes. Look, hey. Trying to get his hands on my West Vleteren.